So level 2 is quite difficult because their language is so limited. You really cannot have any incidental language. Anything that you would say outside of the few sentence patterns they have learned would be completely lost on them. You should use simple sentences and speak slowly, allowing a slight pause in between sentences just for them to understand and process what you have said. I think with the level 2 students, you really need to be aware of your wait time because sometimes they can get to the right answer if they just need a few extra seconds to get there. TPR and modeling are your best friends at this level, and they are really the way that you're able to avoid incidental language. Instead of telling the student how to do an activity, show them how to do it, and then guide them through, again, that I do, we do, you do. And if you follow that process, they will understand without having to use a lot of erroneous language. For most students at this level, 50-50 is the goal we should have as far as student-teacher output. However, if you have a student who is more advanced, who loves to talk and participate in class, I absolutely try to encourage them to speak even more. A lot of level 2 students are capable of producing more sentences, using a sentence pattern you've presented and just applying it to different situations. So they're very good at picking up these patterns, and if you give them the opportunity, they will be able to speak in class and speak in complete sentences.
What class is it? It is a math class. It is a math class. What class is it, Sylvia? It is a math class. Math. Go. Number 3. Good job, Sylvia.
Our speaking speed definitely needs to be slow. It needs to be clear, concise, very well pronounced, and reinforced with TPR and props. Because it can be so confusing for that early language learner. There are so many unfamiliar words that the more incidental language we add, the more confused that student will be. And they may get scared, anxious, shut down, and be less likely to really, feel brave enough to participate in that lesson. So I feel the more we can be cautious of our incidental language, the more we can back up our simple language with props and TPR, the better off that student will be, the more able they will be to have success in the classroom. And with that in mind, we should be giving the student the opportunity to have 50% output. So we're keeping it simple, we're helping the student have plenty of opportunity to give repetition and use language on their own if they're ready for that, so that ideally it's 50% teacher, 50% student. So with that in mind, we certainly need to watch that incidental language.
Excellent. They go to school.
They go to the school.
Good. Do they go to school?
Go they to the school? Yes!
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
Yay, Jews. Excellent. Excellent.